Welcome back to Planes, Trains, and Boats Online. We are 87 miles onto Interstate 69. Lansing, Michigan is behind us. We're going eastbound right now towards Port Huron. And then to Sarnia, and then to Toronto, and then all the way up into Montreal. I hope everybody's having a great day, or had a great day. Depends on what time you guys decided to watch this. And remember, hit that like and subscribe button, and hit that bell for notifying next video is coming up. Well, I woke up this morning with a little bit of snow on the ground. I was hoping that I was not going to run into that, but hey, it could have been worse. It could have been a lot worse. It is, well, it's barely seen the snow. I'm trying to decide if I want to get up early enough or late enough. Actually, I set my alarm for quarter after 8 or something this morning, or after 7 or something like that. And then I woke up and it was like quarter to 9 or 9 o'clock or something. I'm like, what's going on? Oh, Smokey Bear's got himself a customer. Sure does. He's got himself a customer right there. Sorry, I sneezed. Where was I? Before I sneezed out my brains and talked about the oh yeah, the time that I woke up. See, I guess it didn't blow out all my brains out of my head. So yeah, there was I woke up a little late, and then I was trying to calculate what time I'm going to be going through Toronto, and don't really want to hit Toronto rush hour and all that fun stuff, right? And yeah, it's 10:30 in the morning. I got my coffee. I had my my breakfast. I still got some of the breakfast on the floor. It's breakfast burritos, egg, sausage, potato, cheese. So here, let me clean the window up a little bit for you guys. Let me clean your glasses off. And we have another Smokey Bear coming up. I'm not doing anything wrong. Sorry, we're not doing anything wrong. Michigan's the only ones that have the big strobe lights on top of their vehicle still. See, look at that. They're the only ones that I know of that still has the big strobe lights on the top of the vehicle, like the old school vehicles. Old school top cars. So, yeah, I respect that. They're trying to keep it alive. But I'm pretty sure they're the only ones in all the United States and anywhere that I know of that still has them on top of the vehicle. Well, you don't screw around with the Michigan police. You don't screw around any police, but they allow you to go 65 here. I do believe this actually speed limit is 65. It used to be 55 here, and they allowed you to go 65 and no more than that. But now the speed limit is 65 here. You don't really want to screw around with that. Actually, no, I think Michigan was, yeah, it was 55 for trucks. And I'm pretty sure they don't allow you. I think they're pretty tight on that. I can't remember. I know California is relaxed up to 65 mile an hour. And their speed limit is 55. I've had a friend of mine get pulled over for doing 2 over the speed limit, and she got nailed. And so I guess it all depends on the cop, right? Now, I respect the police. I really do. I respect them. It's a hard job they have to deal with. And every time they pull over a vehicle, you don't no idea what to expect whatsoever. Honestly, I think they should get paid a lot more than what they are getting paid. So they do risk their life every single day. Like we all risk our lives every single day doing our thing, because each job has their own risks. Can't squint. Lay down. Lay down. I'll throw this blanket over you. Okay. There you go. You got your truck driving. Well, there's a big risk with truck driving. It's got to be up there in risky careers. Anything could happen. Any day could be your last day. You can get in an accident. You can be the perfect driver in the world. There's always that one driver isn't paying attention, isn't the greatest, and then they smash into you, or on this kind of road they slip and they lose control. And well, we've all seen videos on YouTube about accidents and all that stuff. So then you got your weather, you got your tornadoes, you got your hurricanes, you got your earthquakes, you got your mudslides, you got your snowstorms, you got everything. Anything that Mother Nature can spit at you, you still have to deal with that too, and still drive down the road, and still be on time for your deliveries and everything else, because everybody still wants what they want. Like I got a load of applesauce in here. I imagine there'll be a lot of children and a lot of people that rely on this applesauce. They want their applesauce either for their pork chops or for a snack or whatever. And the guy in front of me, he's got a skyjack, and he looks like he's got fencing and all that stuff in the back. So maybe they're doing something with I don't know. They need that for the construction site. So, that's just like police officers, and firemen, and all these other places, ambulances, and all these different places. Even working at a convenience store could be kind of deadly. Depends on a day that you could be in there doing whatever, and you get robbed or whatever, right? Like, well, there's certain jobs out there that are more risky than others. I think the top 10, I know for sure, fishing on the oceans, lobsters and everything else, I know that's got to be a very risky. I think that's number 1 in the most dangerous job out there. And I know cops are in that 10. I know truck drivers are in that 10. There's a couple other, I don't know exactly how many, but you know. Pretty sure construction site workers on the roads, I don't know how many they get killed a year, but anyways. How's my morning rant? Everybody does it. Everybody has their morning rants. So let's just clean this off a little bit better for you guys. See, not the blurriness and everything else. That's the only downfall about roads like this. The spray, and then it just screws up your windshield, and you're constantly using windshield wiper fluid to get through, to get a better view. And I do it more so now that I'm doing the videos than I did before, because I'd like you guys to see what I'm talking about. You can see the landscape and everything else. Michigan is it's not a right state. Wish their roads were a little bit better. These ones are not bad. They've just been done not that long ago. But some of Michigan roads are just horrible. Well, Michigan used to be a very rich state. And then with the cars and all that stuff, building the cars in Detroit, right? And then they moved all the car plants down to Mexico or something. They moved it somewhere. And Detroit or Michigan went downhill. They lost everything. If you've ever seen Detroit, you know what I'm talking about. Here's another cup. Or maybe it is. Maybe it was. Yeah, I think that was a police officer's car, but not anymore. Anyways, if you ever go into Detroit, it's run down. All the houses, they're trying their best to fix Detroit, but it's got so much damage, so much of not taking care of the properties, the houses, because no one had any money. No one had any money, because once the car plants moved out, you know, Detroit, Motor City, you know, it's supposed to be Detroit, Motor City, cars and whatnot, right? They still got Ford in there, but I don't think there's anybody else in there. But they just ran out of money, and now it's full of crime, and no one cares. Everybody, people care, but they can't do anything about it. They just can't. They can't do anything about it. There's no money. There is no money. So they're trying. They did a lot of fixing up with the highways. But to be honest, I think that they should be fixing or tearing down the old buildings and building new stuff there and whatever too, you know. I know they built up another bridge. The Canadians paid for it. So the Americans are going to have to start paying us back. So they got new construction through all that. So that at least got get the working class jobs for now, right? But if you're in construction, you should have a job all the time working and living in Detroit. There's so much to do in Detroit. So many run-down buildings and all that stuff there. Anyway. Hope you liked it, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope I taught you something,